Well, hello, sweet friends. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Carmen, and today I just want to show you something that I've been working on. But first, I want to tell you, I was cleaning yesterday. We were doing some kind of deep cleaning in my boy's bedroom, and my son. I had bought this for him when he was in high school, and he never used them. So he gave them back to me. So I got a new set of coloring pencils. And what I wanted to show you is that I was in the look for a particular color of paint. And I started collecting the paint swatches that they give you at, they don't give it to you, but you know, you can grab whichever you're looking for. And I started doing this, so I didn't want to throw them out. Yeah. So basically what I'm doing is like doodling and testing. I don't know if the color, because the light of the lamps are blinding me. Lord have mercy. But yeah. This is what I've been up to. I have been like doodling. And so I decided that I threw out anything. Now this side right here, see all that? This is what happened. Amazon has a sale going on, spring sale. And I wanted to see what other colors I can purchase, acrylic markers that I can use on the doodling. And I have purchased one. I have purchased one first, and it arrived, and it's a Nohuhu brand paint markers. And I didn't have a problem with that one. But the second order that I did of different markers, much cheaper, which it was not even that much of a difference on the prices. But I'll be honest, I was very disappointed because when the package arrived, two of the lids were completely, I don't know, like disintegrated, I guess. The caps, they had broken in pieces, like tiny pieces. And so that made that the marker was dried up. And then there's two other markers were also dried up, but they had the caps on. So I sent it back. I'm supposed to get them in the mail by Friday. But let me show you so far. This is the brand that I got, Ohuhu acrylic paint markers. You don't need to shake them. The one that I got, you have to shake them. And these, I had these for a long time. And I started using them. These you have to shake. You hear that? And one of them was dry, so. But these are Parku. If you're all wondering what acrylic markers I'm using for my doodling. So now you know. I have big ones, but I love these better. I have the big ones of Posca pens. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Let me look at. Let me make sure that I got them. I got large Posca pens, I think it is. No, I'll take that back. No wonder. It's different. It's called the Colorful Art. But these are thick. And that one. Okay. This gives me a little bit of hard time. Posca pens, I don't have any issues with. And I love those. So Posca pens. And then these are the Parku ones. You have to shake them. But you see the colors? I mean, they're really nice. And that's what I'm looking for. Different colors, different tones, different shades. Like, I want to have a slew of different blues. So that's what I was looking for. Because I have like I wanted to get more blues than, like, if I'm doing the sky, different tones of blue. So I'm going to be looking into Poscas to see if they have a different set. But the only thing with the Posca is that they're, you know, a tad bit more expensive, obviously. So these I have for years now, maybe 4 or 5 years. And I was not even into that. So let me put this up here. But the Posca pens that I really like are the, let me see, 1M, 1M? It says 0.7 mm. They're really, the tips are really tiny. See that? You can hear my Bella's in the room. And yeah, so I got the Ohuhu ones, and they come like this, 2 trays, and these are awesome. So far, they're really good. I have not had an issue with these at all. It comes with the dot and the little tip. See, that's the dot one. I don't know if you can tell, but you know, the light. I'm sorry, guys. My eyesight is so bad that now even recording is giving me an issue. But there you go. So I placed them kind of in a set order. I'm sorry. I was doing that last night. Yeah. So I was playing with them, and then I got really tired. And I decided to go to bed. Yeah, but yeah, because I've been playing, I've been using them. Okay, so that's Ohuhu acrylic paint markers, and the one that I was testing has also different tones of blues, but unfortunately, like I said, I had to send it back because it was damaged. 36 colors, and it comes like that. So I guess they give you the sample, you know, on the outside. You can, it's a sleeve, so you can put it there. But I guess if I wanted, I can color this one and I can toss this out. But I think it's so cute. Yeah, it has some different blues, and some of them were good, but then the other ones were giving me a hard time, and they were completely dry, and it comes with a nice gold too. So that was really unfortunate. But yeah, so as you can see, I've been doing a little bit of everything, like hearts and flowers and leaves and shapes and weird broccoli and trees, more flowers, and doodling and using the background, and then some clouds. So what I did was I went and ripped the whole one that I had been collecting for a while now, and I kept this one, which I can doodle on it, and I started tearing. Everything else I tossed, and then I just kept the colors so that way I can doodle on them. Maybe, just maybe, I can keep it like this. If not, then I'll cut them. I just don't want to cut into the other ones in the back. But these I can toss, because this was like a testing the marker. I can toss. But these are cute, you know. You can just add them and things. So yeah, that's what I was up to. So I took out all the extra paper that I didn't want to keep from the swatches, and I kept where the swatches were at, and everything else I tossed out. So like this one is kind of nice. I could do a whole bunch of blue flowers or just blue skies on this one. And then this one is like a palette for me to do mini doodling. See? Because it's like a clean slate for me. So we got the blues and then the beiges, the creamy tones. So it gives me an opportunity of doodling and using already colors. I know a lot of people use the swatches for crafting and art journals as well, you know, for backgrounds and stuff. But I decided to use it for doodling. So I don't know if I'm the first one doing that, or if you have heard of anybody doing doodling on these swatches. As long as you have the acrylic markers. The only thing is that I started working, like, for example, over here, but then when I wanted to paint here and my hand was, you know, there, I smeared it a little bit, but hey, it's just like a practice thing. And then there goes the purples and then the greens. So, and I'm keeping these. I don't know if you toss these out when you're done with a challenge or you try to work on a challenge, but I'm keeping these so that way I can actually use them to, if I run out of ideas. Lord have mercy, that was a tongue twister. That I can use and get ideas from here. So see, this is a different set. These are the ones that come. I did that. Sapo. Let me get you a little bit closer to my sapo. My frog. Look at this frog. Oh man, this one looks like it has chicken pox. So let me see now that you're a little bit closer. Can you still see it? Can you see the little designs? So yeah, I know. And now I have a lot more of these chips. We were looking for a green to paint the cabinets, a beige to paint the inside of the house, and now my daughter said, no, I don't want no cream. I changed my mind. Let's just do pure white, after I got all these greens and brought it over so she can see them. And outside color as well. So I need an outside color for the house. I'm thinking about apple slice for the outside. Not sure. So yeah, that's what Carmelita has been up to. And I also my baby, she's on my feet. I don't know if she's licking me because I can feel them. I know she's kind of trying to tickle it or something. I don't know. Okay. And I know people have to work on these. These are my 2x2s. I want to do more of those. See? They come different colors. Look at this one. This one kind of blends in with this design from the Michael's pad. All right. And then die cuts. I also doodled on this die cut. I said, I wonder how it would look if this balloon would not look plain, you know? What can I do to it? So I doodle on it too. I want to do little things here, but I feel, I don't know if I should do doodling or I should just continue doing what I was doing. But yeah, there's that option. And then on the houses, I don't know if you remember that I did these. My doodling. This is one of my favorites so far, and these little ones too. And then these, I love these. I love that one. But as far as my favorite, I think this one came out to be my favorite. And I still want to continue doing little houses, right? So Carmen has been working on creating doodling, but I have not painted that yet. So let me show you. These are my clouds. Let's see if I can. You see that now? Okay, mi amore. Here you go. This is my clouds. These I haven't doodled on them yet, but you see, I'm doodling clouds. My houses, they're not painted. So I did another taller version of the house that I like a lot, which is that little one right there. Let's see, can you see that? That little house. So this is a taller version and it's got bushes on both sides. I did this one. I did them all. No coloring yet. Then I did these two. And then I decided that I wanted a tree house, but I didn't want a normal looking tree house. I did this one. There goes the stairs, and then the boards so that you can walk on them, and then the rope to hold on to, and the step to go in. Yes. And then I had done this one, and I had no designs on it. It was just plain layers and layers and layers. And then I was watching a video or something with my husband, and then I started looking at it, and I said, you know what, I can just doodle different sections of it. And that's what I did. This is a tree house that might look a little bit more in a normal size, but it's actually a house because you can actually cook in the inside. See, a little smoke coming out. And then this one, then call me crazy, that Tower of Pisa. I did a pizza house, my version of it. And so then I need to do some doodling on this one, and then after I'm done with some doodling, then I'm gonna just go ahead and start coloring. So that is what, bless you my baby, bless you my love, cosita linda de mommy. Yes. So yeah, I want to do that, and I would like to give this a try, these pencils, to see, you know, if they're really nice. I like smooth pencils and vibrant, that the color does not fade. But I have a whole bunch of different, I'll be honest. I started collecting these things gradually. I said, oh, I love the markers, Posca pens, and I heard about Parku. Okay, let me just get Parku because they were really cheap. Okay, oh my God, now they have these pencils. And I was not even into coloring. I don't know if y'all like me. Into drawing. Nada de nada. And then I decided, well, I have to use the stuff that I bought. So let me get me a few coloring books. But I decided not to go on the expensive route. I started looking into Goodwill to see if they had them. And sure enough, I did find a few coloring books. So there you go. I bought the coloring books and I started using the books. But I think I said, that's not my thing. So I dropped it. You know, like everybody that starts something and then they decided that that was not for them. Well, that's what happened to me. It was not for me. So I dropped it. But I did used to use coloring books, like from the dollar store, but with crayons. So I started collecting the crayons. And I wanted different color of it and different versions. So I started going the cheapest route, which was the Dollar Tree, because they do have the Crayola brand, and they used to bring those little packets, and that's what I started collecting. Because yes, I used to coloring books, and the way that I used to do it was really strong lining the design and then really soft in the inside of the design. That's what I used to do. But that was basically it. Then when years went by, I got into the scrapbooking, and then I decided I don't want it to do spending all that money on embellishments. And I decided, no, that's not for me. I need to go a smaller route or simpler route. And I did. And then I found Sue Fish. It's her name and her channel, from England. And she does a very extremely simple design. And now she's doing into her own creations and all that stuff. Very simple. And I did that, and I said, oh, you know what, that's good. But then I also stopped because I said, well, I just don't feel like going big anymore. So I went and changed again, and I went the simplest route, the smallest route, the quickest route, because I get bored easily. Yes, indeed. I don't know why. I don't know if it's my ADHD or my OCD, but I get bored really easily. So I decided that if I wanted to create something, I could go for a traveler's journal book. So I got into that, and that worked. And I still like the process, and I do have some journal art, like traveler's journal books that I actually put themes on it. And now I scrapbook only on 4x6. That's the size that I decided to use. So as you can see, now you can hear that I get into a little bit of everything. And because I get bored, I have to move on doing something else or learning something new. But my fascination right now has been with doodling, drawing, learning how to draw, because I never knew how to draw. So learning how to draw and doodling. And let me tell you something. I have done my doodling, and with that, I have been decorating my creative journal. So there you go. There's a glimpse into my little life in my head. And I feel like I do enjoy it, and I do like it. And it's just a matter of putting whatever's in my head on a piece of paper. Yeah. Like something like this. There you go, my friends. This is it. And I also wanted to tell you that on the 9th, I will be joining Beth on a live, and we'll be creating things together. So if you would like to join us on the 9th, stop by, say hello, give us a thumbs up. It will help immensely both of our channels to continue to grow. And yeah, it's gonna be my first time doing a live. Maybe I'll just be brave enough to do my own lives dedicated to doodling and whatever I do in this channel. So what do y'all think? That's what I've been up to, and those are my future plans. Let me know what you think. If you like the video, please give me a like, subscribe if you haven't, leave me a comment, and I will see you next week. God willing, and the creek don't rise. Y'all take care. Love you guys. Bye.